Hello, thank you for coming into the security guard interview process. I do appreciate you being here. My name is John Wise Jones. This here is Mary. This here is Marty over here. They'll be taking notes. I'll be asking the questions, so don't fret when they're writing down information. It's just part of the process. I want you to know during the process here, we're not here to trip you up, to make it hard for you. We're just trying to figure out what kind of fit you would be for us as a security guard. So, the first question I have for you is, what experience do you have as a security guard? Hmm. Okay, thank you. So, what motivated you to become a security guard? Yes. Okay. How do you handle a stressful situation or an emergency situation? Hmm. Yes. Okay. So, tell me, what measures would you take to prevent an unauthorized entry onto a premises that you're responsible for? Yes, what measures would you take? Okay. How do you stay updated on current security protocols and procedures pertaining to people in your career field, the security agent, security guard career field? How do you stay updated? Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh, okay. Can you describe to me a situation where you had to handle a difficult person? Tell me what happened. Hmm. So, during an evacuation, what steps do you take to ensure people are safe during that evacuation? Uh-huh. Okay. So, how do you handle situations where you need to work in tandem with local law enforcement? How do you do that? Okay. How do you stay vigilant during hours of long work? Many hours of work at the same place. How do you stay vigilant? Uh huh. Okay. Tell me the role of customer service in a security guard situation. Hmm. Yeah, customer service for security guards. Tell me how that works. Okay. What you would do if you witness a fellow employee doing a violation of a policy or procedure, how would you handle that? Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, for those of you that don't know me, my name is John Wise Jones. Let's get down to it though. I'm not into small talk. Everybody knows that already. I'm gonna give you some strong possible answers for these security guard questions. Okay, you ready? Here we go. The first one I did ask you was describe your previous experience in security. Now, if you have previous experience, that's great. Keep it down to 1 or 2 minutes at the most and go from there. If you do not, you don't have to have security experience. You can have experience of life, right? So, how do you answer that question? Well, I don't have exact security experience. However, at my job where I work at now, which is customer service at Bloomingdale's, I always have to stay vigilant. Watch people when they come to the door, see what they're buying or not buying. Watch out for people who try to shoplift. I'm always vigilant of my area. I always have to keep aware. I want to get into security because I feel I have more of the exact skill set that such a job requires, much more than my job at Bloomingdale's. This is why I want to become a security guard. So you diverted the question was your security guard pass. You threw that out the window because you don't have that pass, but you instead made your current job right now at Bloomingdale's. It was almost like a security job the way I described that. You can use that platform for almost any job you work if you don't have any kind of security background, okay? Use it, it'll get you there. Number two is what motivated you to pursue a career in security? Again, this kind of question really should be taken from your history. So, what do I mean by that? Meaning like this: what motivated you to pursue a career in security? For many years, probably most of my life, I have been aware of my surroundings at all time. My head has always been on the swivel. I memorize people what they wear, their jeans, their tops. I know colors and size. It's just I can tell you a person's height from 15 feet away. I've always been observant of things like that. I really feel my skill set is a perfect match for a security job. This is why I want to pursue the security field because I already feel I bring to the table everything you'd want as a security agent. There we go. So you tell them, in your past, you've always been this way. You've always been vigilant. You've always been aware. You've always been there. This translates to them as an excellent security guard for their company. Okay, number three. How do you handle stressful situations or emergencies? Now, this is a great question. This is what they want to hear from you, right? So they want to know what you're going to do in an emergency because you are a security guard, right? I laugh because people get shocked by this question. I can't remember how many times when I'm interviewing people or I'm on a panel, this question shocks them for security and for law enforcement, right? It's almost like they weren't ready for it, but you should be ready for it because here's the question. Because of my high stress training that I've had throughout my life, I already know I'm the one that's going to be calm and cool and collected. I'm going to be the one to help people get out of the building. They will be first. I will be last. I'll be the one to give good directions, and I will also make sure I coordinate with my superiors, with other law enforcement on the site, but I will make sure at all times I maintain a calm demeanor throughout the situation from start to last. That's how I would do that. You keep it short like that, guys. Keep the facts. You have some training for high stress. You keep it calm and cool. You're not gonna freak out. You're the one people are looking to maintain themselves. That's a good answer. It's a strong answer. Okay. Number four. So, what measures would you take to prevent unauthorized access to a facility? Now, listen to the question carefully. Okay, they're saying what measures would you take to prevent unauthorized? They're not saying actions. Understand? Because they know. They don't want to get sued if a security guard kind of goes off the rails and try to beat somebody up or shoot somebody, right? They're saying measures, not actions, measures. Thank you for the question. The measures I would take is to maintain a constant vigil around my area. If I see someone entering the area they're not supposed to be in, I would tell them they cannot be in there. If they still don't follow my instructions, I would at that point observe them, call for law enforcement, call for support and backup, and keep on observing them until law enforcement gets on site. That's what I would do. And that's your answer. You're maintaining a responsible stance. You're saying you're going to observe. You're not going to stop them, but you're telling them verbally you can't do that. If they still do it, then you call law enforcement. And then you observe what? From start to finish. That's how you answer that question, right? It's a perfect answer. How do you stay updated on security protocols and industry brands, industry trends? So you should be already, but if you haven't, you want to get yourself into onto a YouTube channel. It's about security guards and law enforcement and stuff like that, right? And you want to start watching it because you want to bring the answer into this interview, right? So how do you stay updated on security protocols? Well, I personally watch John 3M, and John 3M is a security guard for 25 years. He now teaches about protocols and procedures on his YouTube channel. He's very great. I also watch Nancy Ims. Nancy Ims was a law enforcement officer for many years who's now director of security for an agency, blah, blah, blah. I watch her as well. She's always trying to update us on new laws and legislation. I love to watch her channel. So that's how I keep updated on both channels there as far as current security protocols and procedures, which I do follow, by the way. There we go. That's your answer. It's simple, guys, okay? How do you handle situations where you suspect theft or unauthorized activity? Woo, that's great, right? When you suspect theft or unauthorized activity, again, remember, your job is to report, right? So you want to report it. Report it to your supervisor or your manager. So what would I do? I would report this to my supervisor or my manager to make them aware that I have high suspicions that we have some theft or unauthorized activity happening in the areas of my responsibility. That's all you got to say. Managers love that short, direct type answer because it gets right to the point and you're not wasting anybody's time. You know what to do. Boom, 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 and you're done. Beautiful way to answer that question, okay? Describe a situation where you had to handle a difficult person or defuse a conflict. This is really, really great, okay? You guys really have to understand that they ask these questions because they want to make sure that you're not going to get yourself physically involved, right? You don't want to be in there, right? The first word you want to use is D. So how do I handle a difficult situation? I believe that my first action to any situation is to make sure I am in the mindset of de-escalation. I do not want to further antagonize the situation. I want to de-escalate the situation. I want to bring it down some. How do I do that? I want to listen to what's going on, make sure who I'm talking to has my full attention. I want to make sure I'm very fair in my decision making. And I also want to make sure that if I need help, I know how to call my colleagues at law enforcement for further support. That's all you guys say, guys. But you want to make sure you walk into that interview with that D word at the top of your head for de-escalation. You see on social media, people are always complaining about law enforcement, security doing crazy things, whatever, right? If you tell them at the interview process you want to de-escalate, it looks really good for you. You know, it means you don't want to sit there and try to be some He-Man, some superhero, whatever. You want to de-escalate because they do not want to be on social media with their company looking bad because you're making their company look bad. Understand? That's why they ask these interview questions, okay? At this point here too, guys, please subscribe to my channel. It takes me a long time to do these videos for you. So please hit me with a little subscribe, a like, and a comment. I would really appreciate that, right? If you have any comments there to help others out, to help me out, let everybody know. It's really great. This is a community here. We're here to share, right? We're here to share in a positive way, though. Positive comments to each other are really, really, really welcomed, okay? Thanks, guys. How do you handle situations where you need to work collaboratively with law enforcement? There we go, right? Your answer. Working with law enforcement is a key part of my job. It's one of the most important parts of my job. I have to see them as part of my team as I am part of their team. I need them to help me and they need me to help them. I love working with teams like this. I love having the collaboration of law enforcement to help me do my job better and to keep the public safe. I like it very much. So there we go. It's a nice, calm answer. You're saying to them, yeah, no problem. Work with Ellie is great, you know. They're part of me, I'm part of them, and we're a team. That's how you want to answer questions like that, okay, guys? How do you stay vigilant during long hours of monitoring surveillance systems? Answer. I know that monitoring surveillance systems is probably a big part of my job, and I understand that. So what I've done in the past, what I do now is that when I have to monitor, say, 10 or 12 TVs at one time, every hour I'll take a 10-minute break. I'll ask for coverage. I'll take a 10-minute break where I just walk around for a little bit because it is important I stay vigilant. And I cannot stay vigilant if I can't get a break here or there sometimes, right? Because I want to do my job right. I know the responsibilities of my job is very serious. Therefore, I know I must take a break sometimes to maintain a sense of constant vigilance. And there we go. And you see again, even in that answer, how serious I become, right? I'm not smiling. I'm very serious because I know to watch those TVs about watching people and property, right? So I want them to have the confidence in me that I know how to make sure I don't fall into this behavior of sleep, correct? Because that's what happens. That's the real deal. If you're not taking those breaks sometimes, you're going to fall asleep in front of those 10 to 12 TVs, and that's not going to look good on you because I guarantee they're going to have a camera on you as well, okay? There we go. Number 11 is, what role does customer service play in a security guard position? Great question. Here's your answer. Customer service is a very crucial role as a security guard. A security guard often helps to identify damn it, do it again. Number 11, what role does customer service play in a security guard position? This is a really great question, and here's your answer. The security guard is truly the front line of customer service for almost any building. The way I dress, the way I present myself, the way I say hello to make sure I say hello to everybody, right? The way I say hello, the way I carry myself, the way I say, can I help you? The way I answer questions, everything about me, verbal or nonverbal, must be seen in a positive light because I know I am the image of the business, of my company. I know that already. So it's very important that I understand this when I go to my job, that most of my job is customer service. I understand that. Thank you. You see, you're just saying the facts. You know, you understand your image, the way you talk, the way you walk. That's all customer service. You know, yeah, you're a security guard, but you also represent the company, the bank, whatever it is. People align you with those things. Understand? That's what it's all about for customer service. Okay. So last one is, how would you handle a situation where you witness a fellow employee violating security protocol? Easy answer here. I would immediately report it to my supervisor for the violation because I know that action could reflect bad upon me as well and upon the company. There we go. Security, law enforcement, firefighting, all those public jobs is about trust. People have to trust you to do the right thing. Therefore, you must do the right thing. It's all about trust. Okay, guys, there's your answers there for you. Please hit subscribe for sure. Hit that like button and please comment. Chip in, give some advice to other people, help each other out. If you want more videos, let me know. But this is a positive community. Please add positive stuff to these videos. It'd be so awesome. We can all just chip in here and help each other out. Some folks watching have never been security guards before. I never have. I went right to law enforcement, but some never have. Help each other out, okay? For those of you that are security guards, throw us some advice. Let us know. I can make another video based upon your good advice alone, okay? So you guys take care. You have a good day.